My name is Lynda Martin, and I live in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. This home was built in 1942, which makes it 84 years old. Originally built by the builder, he lived here. So the windows are 84 years old. And it was a project long in making to redo this whole house. And the windows were one of the last ones I did. And so I decided this year I needed new windows. And I called Renewal by Andersen and a couple other ones. Phil, who was the salesperson or the agent, came out. I was very impressed with his presentation, the layout, things like that. And even though, yes, I could have gotten it cheaper, but based on the reputation, I felt very comfortable right away. Just give him a check and say, fine, let's do it. You know, because after you invest a lot of money into a home, which I'm sure is going to be inherited by my son, you don't want things that he has to worry about later. And your guys showed up yesterday, started. I love them both. They were very polite, very nice, and cleaned up after themselves. Installation was easy and smooth. You know, I teased him a little bit. That's at my age, I'm allowed to do that. Yeah, I didn't even bother. I called the other appointments and canceled because I felt very comfortable after talking to Phil, saying, this is where I want to go. Even if the guy came back $10,000 cheaper, it didn't matter. If you're going to invest into something like windows or roofing or something, you want the best. But the windows were always a sore site. And they didn't always work. It was a crank window. I wanted something easier and cleaner. As you can see behind me with the window, I have a beautiful view of my back deck. And so overall, I was convinced from, even though my sister questioned, are you sure? Didn't even hesitate after feeling reassured about the quality. And reassured, especially after your guy showed up. Then he explained how in the bathroom, which made sense, we don't have sliders, it's too small. Would you be okay with the flip down and pull up? Yeah, they're easy to clean. I can understand that. Instead of just saying, you know, I'm expecting the slider here, why isn't there? He explained the logic behind it, which made sense to me. And being a retired CPA, the numbers have to add up. And they did. I looked specifically for windows, you know, and that's what I wanted. I don't want a contractor that comes in and says, this is the best. I've had to replace a roof on my business because I trusted a contractor and it started leaking and he's a roofing contractor. Your reputation with Andersen and the reviews I've read, prior to calling, I thought, this is a good company that's reliable, that's still going to be in business. And that meant a lot. You know, the quality, yes, is very important. But the guarantee, the reassurance that you as the window and door, if I have a problem with my windows, I know I can call. A general contractor, yeah, I have a general contractor. Do I trust him enough to put my windows in? No, because as you can see, it's a solid stone house, and I know they're difficult to fit. And your service people, when they trimmed it out beautifully, that there's no trying to fudge it here or there. It fits, and it looks good. The windows are so, like, normally you can hear loud trucks. This used to be a quiet road. Now it's almost like a major highway. And you can hear the trucks going by. Now I didn't even notice it. And I'm pretty sure this winter, I'm not going to feel the draft, even with the storm windows. So not only is it beautiful, but I think it's just going to save me money with the air conditioning, with the heating. This was effortless for me. I didn't have to stand by and watch. I might have stand and watched and talked to your guys or teased them a little bit. But it was amazing because it was effortless, you know? And that's important, that I can walk away and do something else without worrying about what is your service guy doing. So I think overall, not just your product, but your service. I mean, I don't think people put enough emphasis on service. My father was in the military for 32 years. He started in the Army Air Corps. He was in World War II, Korean War, the Middle East campaign, South Africa, and Vietnam. So he was and as a military family, I appreciate the military. And as a kennel business, we provide a lot of times free service to a lot of the military family. So if you guys back up the service, you guys have my heart. Not just my money, my heart too. You really do. Because that's important to me, as you saw my dad's flag, you know. And he was very pro, and we've taken up on it. So thank you. Thank Andersen for supporting the military.